But moving on to the last story here. Let's bring it back, man. I know he's got the greaves on. You know what I'm saying? Feline by his side. Dinner's done. Talk to us about Monster Hunter Wilds.
So Monster Hunter Wilds is truly, I think, hands down, and I talked to a couple of my friends who play Monster Hunter, been playing for years. We can all agree this is the best Monster Hunter game to play if you've never been a fan of Monster Hunter or you've never tried Monster Hunter. The combat has been made. I think one of the biggest complaints was people were like, I just don't like the gameplay because it's very clunky. The focus mode straight up removes a lot of that. At first, I didn't think I was gonna like focus mode, but now I don't think I could play without it. The weapons, obviously, all a whole bunch of fun. The wound system is a great deal of fun. Multiplayer, which was my biggest gripe in the beta, is actually not anymore. Like,
good.
You make a little clan, bro, and just let people join the clan. Y'all are literally gonna be playing in the same lobby all the time. Like, I literally don't ever invite people to my hunts. I will just be in a Discord with the homies, and we're all playing, doing our own thing. And I'll be like, oh, I'm about to fight the Rathian, and people be like, oh, all right, I'm gonna just join up on you, and they just like go to their thing, find me, and hit accept. Some people will join my hunts, and we won't even be in a Discord together. Like, I'll just be in a hunt, and they'll just like check it, because that's something you can just do, is just check to see what people are doing. All in all, this game is phenomenal. I've rolled the credits for it, but if you play Monster Hunter, you know that doesn't really mean shit. My hunter rank is very low. I think I'm like 11 or something. I beat the main story. I'm just starting out in high ranked, and I'm just like getting my bearings on everything, truly. So I cannot speak too much for end game, but I could speak on the story. The story was the first time I've actually felt any kind of emotion in a Monster Hunter story. Most of the time, I'm not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just tapping A so I can get to the next monster I can hunt. But this time around, it was actually really good. The cutscenes were sick. The cutscenes are usually sick, but this time, like, my hunter was actually cold as fuck. Like, I was like, this motherfucker is dope, bro. I really, really love my character. And it gives you like a connection with the character, and as well as some of the other characters too. Like, it was just done so well. Character customization amazing. Armor sets look amazing. Every weapon I've played with, I've had a lot of fun with, except for the heavy crossbow, but that's just because, not crossbow, blowgun, or bowgun, whatever you want to call it. And that's just because I don't think I built one that I like, because that's another thing too, is that some of the weapons, depending on the weapon type, they are different depending on what monster you build it off of. But I haven't had any real complaints about the game. Like, truly, everything they've added was cool. The mount is a necessity in every game. I don't ever want to run around the maps anymore. They're too big. Like, if I have to get on a mount, if I have to walk to a spot, at one point in the game, there's like a small spoiler. You're not allowed to use your mount. It is like for maybe all of like half a mission. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that was the worst part about the game. Having to run around with my own 2 feet in this big ass map, I was like, this is bullshit. And I'm happy I got it back expeditiously, because I genuinely think I was gonna stop my session there, because I was like, I don't think I could do this shit if I gotta run. So like the maps are enormous.
Ain't legging that shit.
If you want the actual negatives, I can give them to you. The only negatives that I can see, and this is as a person who's been playing this game since Monster Hunter 3 on the 3DS, or the DS, I can't remember what it came out on, but the issue I had, and it's just one issue, the Palico is not like in Rise. You were able to customize the gear, of course, but you were also able to customize the type of Palico it was. Is it a support one? Is it an attack one? That kind of items that you let it use, like the equipment, and I just don't see that. Again, maybe in deeper and high rank that will be a thing, or in an update, because that's another thing too, is this game keeps updating itself. I think Worlds was getting updates after Rise had already been out for like a year. That's how much they add to these games. So I'm not pressed about this, but that's my only concern with this game, is that back in Rise, your mount and your Palico you could customize a lot. Like, my mount was the dog, and the dog you could give like weapons to, and you can like give him a healing scroll or other items, or you can like then customize which one you recruit. And same thing with my Palico. But in this one, it's very much more regular, but I think it's also done for a purpose, because as a new player, if you gave them that much shit, they're gonna be confused.
Yeah.
So if they introduce it later, I'll be super satisfied. If not, it's not the end of the world again, because this game I think is made mostly for new players, and I think it was made perfectly for new players.
Okay. No, fairs, man. Good to know. Good to know, man. At some point I will be joining into the bandwagon. I will be hopping in. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving myself a little bit of time to double dutch it. But from what I've seen you play, on stream and what you've been talking about and stuff in your Discord, it looks like a really smooth experience that is just like fun. I even seen shout out Grizz, man. I saw Grizz streaming this shit. I'm like, damn, he really it's really capturing people again. Like it was doing record numbers. I think this is Capcom's like one of their highest selling games. It's definitely the highest selling Monster Hunter. I think it was one of their highest selling games, if not their highest selling or highest charting game on Steam and a whole bunch of other platforms. Just doing numbers, bro, as we said it would. I think, at least from what I'm seeing, people are giving the reception that this is probably a game of the year contender out the gate.
Yeah, no, this game is bananas. I think it's one of the best games that came out this year. Like, the fact that I'm getting Monster Hunter, Death Stranding 2, and GTA 6 all in 1 year is, like, to me, crazy. I only really need to buy 3 games this year, and I feel like I'll have so much content to go to play through. Yeah. And there's so much more that's coming out this year. Like, it's just an amazing year for gaming. If you have not bought Monster Hunters and you're thinking to yourself, like, I'm kind of interested, but I'm not, this is the one to play. Don't listen to people who say buy Worlds first. Don't play Rise. If you want to play a Monster Hunter game, you can play those. But when I tell you that the focus system changes the game, it's not even funny, because you're gonna play Rise, you're gonna play Worlds, you're gonna be like, damn, I keep missing, and the monster keeps dodging my attacks. Like, that skill that I used to have in Monster Hunter Rise, where I literally would like line on my body because I know they're gonna dodge in this direction, or I know how they're gonna move, so I anticipate it. No longer a thing. You just hold down left trigger and you just look at the monster and just you just track them and you're gonna hit. Like, it's not even, it's a completely different game.
Okay. No, I like the approachability shift, because again, I know me, I'm like, I get the hang of it, I learned it, but I know it's gonna be a bitch just to get used to. So I like that on ramp for people. You know what I mean? Oh, fairs, man. A lot of good signs, man. Thank you for the report. You know what I'm saying? When Bowgun, man. We appreciate you, man. Listen, it's serious. But listen,